Hi YouTube, it's Paul and welcome to my kitchen. I just wanted to show you a simple dish that's really tasty that I've been making since I started doing my weight loss thing. It's kind of a variation, I guess, or my version of a Chinese pepper steak. Basically, I'm going to use some steak, some green pepper, some onions. So it's really tasty, very easy, and probably pretty good for you, pretty healthy, I would think. So anyway, let me get right to it and show you what I got going on. So here, you can see I'm going to start browning the meat. I've just taken, this is some cube steak that I had. Any kind of steak, of course, would do. But cube steak works well. So I've just got that in there. I'm going to start browning that. Okay, while the meat's browning, I've got a sweet onion here. I'm just going to cut off the ends to make it easy to peel. Chop those off, then I take a bit off of the side like that. And I take that first ring pretty much and just start it. And of course, I've only done this a million times, but the time you're filming, that's the time it gives you a hassle. So anyway, that's what you want. And then I just quarter it. And then I'm just going to, because you like fairly good sized pieces, probably something along this size is what I'm shooting for. So that's what I'm going to cut it down to. Something like that. Then what we'll do is just peel the layers, toss them in the skillet. Okay, so I got my meat browning. Of course, I'm using my trusty cast iron skillet that you may have seen in my skillet review video, but I use it pretty much every day. So here I'm going to start throwing in, because you want these things to start cooking real early on, the onion, because ultimately you'd like it to become pretty much transparent. That's how it gets when it's well cooked, and it does take a little bit of time to do it. So I just like peel these layers apart so they'll cook probably quicker, better. You can see, not using a whole bunch of meat, trying to cut down as far as all the meat goes and trying to use more in the way of vegetables. Got to do that for the weight loss. I am getting into my vegetables though. Not ready to go like vegetarian quite yet, but I'm learning to appreciate the vegetables. Of course, you guys can't smell it, but I'll clue you in on that. It's starting to smell good already. Stir that around. Like I said in my cast iron skillet review, you can see it from use it develops its own like non-stick surface. So you'll see there's nothing sticking there, but it does a real good job in browning the meat. Real nice. You don't have all the non-stick Teflon or whatever coming off in your food, so we'll let that brown up for a little bit. Okay, as you can see, the onions are getting a little bit more done. I've poured a little bit of water in there just so they can start kind of, I mean, not much, just maybe a quarter cup if that. Just to start, maybe a little bit of gravy, and so stuff won't stick or burn. So now I'm going to start cutting up the green peppers. Okay, so you can see I got a couple green peppers. I'll probably put 2 or 3. These are kind of smaller ones. Probably put 2 or 3 in there. Like I say, I'm making this trying to lose weight, and I really am trying to increase the amount of vegetables I'm eating and decrease the amount of meat by little. So I just cut off the sides, as you can see, cut off the bottom. And it gives me pieces like this, and then what I'll do is probably just break it like that and get something about this size. It usually works pretty good in there, so I'll take that over and throw it in the pot. Well, you can see I keep adding some water, so it will make a little bit of a gravy and help the vegetables to kind of cook down and soften up a little. You can see some of the onions are beginning to go kind of a transparent. Let me see if I can get one out here to show you. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see right through it. So that's what you want. It's nice and soft, and that's the way I like it. And so while that's going to be cooking down, I just add some soy sauce, General soy sauce, and I don't know how much. I just put in a bunch of squeezes in there to get it nice and brown. Sauce going, something like that. Let me get a spoon out here. So you can see, you're gonna, maybe you can't see, but a deep brown color for like a little gravy. A little bit of juice. And I let it cook down a little bit more. Get the green peppers, just not soft, but just so they feel like they're cooked a little. I just put those in there. So we'll let them cook in the soy in the water, and they'll pick up that flavor. So we'll let it simmer there for a few minutes. Okay guys, so this is about it. It's cooked down, and you'll see the onions, you can barely see them. They're like totally clear. And the green pepper, totally soft now. Real tender. And the meat just melts in your mouth. That's when you know it's done. Okay, YouTube, so that's it. That's what I guess I'll call Paul's version of Chinese pepper steak, or steak with vegetables, or steak with green pepper and onions, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a healthy meal. It fills me up. Of course, we're not going to have it over rice because we're trying to lose weight. Thanks for watching. It's fun cooking for you guys, and I appreciate you spending some time with me. Till next time, take care.
What do you got to say about it, Roddy?